What's poppin' T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea, All Shade, Real Housewives of New Jersey, Season 12, Episode 4 review. Let me give a disclaimer to anyone that is new to the T Squad. On this channel, everything that I say and do is for entertainment purposes only and not to be taken seriously. If you do not like joning on other people and making fun and teasing people for the sake of a laugh, then this is not the channel for you, and I would urge that you skedaddle. But if you like to have fun and are not a stick in the mud, then this is a channel for you. Okay, so on tonight's episode, we pick up exactly where we left off on last week's episode, where Dolores and Jackie were about to basically come to fisticuffs. Dolores was about to get in Jackie's ass, and like I said, Jackie is barely standing up. Jackie is barely breathing. Jackie ass is barely coherent. So that would have been a one hit quitter and the fight would have been over. I told y'all last week that Dolores looked like she fought pit bulls for fun. And Frank verified that by telling us that back in the day, she used to be a brawler, shot caller, and that she once bit through a girl's fingernails. And y'all think I be playing. Like, y'all think I be lying when I say this stuff about people. I know a ghetto bitch when I see a ghetto gutter bitch, and Dolores is one of them. Dolores look like she a fight for a Sprite. So I'm happy that somebody in that cast and crew felt bad for Jackie enough to separate them so Jackie wouldn't have got her ass beat. So Dolores and Jackie then start arguing over who's the better friend after they're separated. And I'm like, girl, are we in the fourth grade and y'all trying to give each other friendship bracelets? What is going on here? Jennifer admits to Marge because they then talk separately one on one again about this whole cheating gate. And Jennifer admits to Marge that she did go in on her about, her past infidelity and that she was wrong about that. And I'm like, about time you see that you were wrong. Um, I want to bring up too because a lot of people in the comment section and what I've seen on social media have been saying that Marge has been bragging about her infidelity. And I think that that's from my opinion. This is my opinion. This is my opinion. I don't believe that to be true. You have to remember that she is on a reality show where she has to reveal things about her life. So she came on the reality show and revealed that she had infidelity, that she cheated on her then husband, that her now current husband cheated on his wife and they got together. Why not spill your own tea instead of having the shit come out the way Jennifer's has come out while she's sitting on the show pretending like her marriage was just so hunky dory and oh, Bill is great and oh, we don't have any issues. She came on a reality show and she told her business to get that shit out there so can nobody come and spray her with her own damn tea. And then when the shit was brought up, she of course talked about it. Then she wrote a book telling about her life where she then had to talk about it again. I don't call that bragging. I call it being on a reality show and telling her reality. So I think that people need to chill with all of that. She bragging. I don't think that she thinks that that is something cute or to be applauded because look at what it cost her. It cost her the relationship with her stepchildren. It cost her a lot, and we saw that on this show. So I think people need to chill with all that. Marge was bragging on cheating on her husband. I don't agree with that at all. So Jackie thinks that Dolores disregards other people's feelings, and I will agree with that. I think she cares when it's beneficial to her or if she likes you to a certain extent. Dolores just seems like one of those emotionally closed off people. I just don't even see Dolores even like hugging another human being outside of her children. I don't even see her being affectionate or sexual. She just doesn't come across that way. To me, like I said, she a pit bull in the skirt. So that's what I get from Dolores. Um, Jennifer tells Marge that she's been protecting Bill this whole time and that she admits to gassing him up so he won't cheat on her again. She says that she likes to basically pretend like she's so happy and their marriage is so great and he's such a great husband, and tell him how much of a great husband and father that he is so he won't cheat on her again. I'm like, do you hear yourself, lady? That was really sad to hear her say that, and like didn't hesitate, didn't stumble, like she stood in that shit. And Marge was like, yo, like we couldn't be further apart when it comes to the way that we handle things. Like, and she had to tell her, him cheating ain't got nothing to do with you. You're not to blame for this. You shouldn't be the one protecting Bill and his fucking feelings and trying to make sure he don't feel bad. He the one that cheated on you while you was fucking pregnant. What the fuck? And you sitting up here trying to protect him from your family and your friends and from the church so he won't be, I guess ambushed or pushed to the side or secluded or whatever the case may be. Like, the fuck Bill and his goddamn feelings. Bill needs to be catering to your damn feelings. How about that? And if Bill gave a fuck about the family and the church and the kids finding out about him fucking somebody else, how about he shouldn't have did it? How about that? You need to go to therapy, ma'am, and get your priorities together. Because my thing is, for the last however many seasons Jennifer has been on this show, excuse me, I just got done eating some Chipotle. But for the last however many seasons she's been on this show, she been going in on Marge for cheating and saying how disgusting she is and saying that the lady was bragging on it. But you gonna protect the man that's been sitting up here and cheated on you while you was pregnant with your child, but you want to protect him and make him feel good. The double standard. You see how other women will tear other women down and the woman down. So you see how she will tear down Marge because of what Marge did, but then she will uplift and uphold the man. Girl, bye for Jennifer. Bye, bye, bye. And you got daughters. You have daughters, ma'am. No. That ain't the move. So Melissa tells the girls that she's gonna throw a party when they all go out to the shore. Um, Jennifer and Margaret decide that they're gonna move on from this. They won't discuss it anymore. They don't want to beef with each other, and I hope that this conversation is done at this point. So Jackie goes to an eating disorder treatment facility to get help. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus, because she needs it. And it's really sad to hear her story and hear how bad that it really actually is with her. She admits that she eats salads every day with lots of lettuce and that she'll only eat other foods 2 or 3 times a week just to like vary it up, but that's what she typically eats is salads because it doesn't have a lot of calories and all of this. But she said that she grew up pudgy, she was overweight as a kid, and then, all the girls that boys liked or that were popular were skinny girls, and that this guy said when she was younger that if he can't pick up a girl, or if a girl isn't as skinny as a toothpick or something, or he can't pick her up with his pinky, he don't want her, some shit. And she internalized that and you know lost weight or stopped feeding herself, and she started getting attention from guys and became popular or whatever, and it just made her feel good. I guess she felt seen and she didn't want to ever go back to being the fat girl that nobody paid attention to. And it's really honestly sad because Jackie is such a pretty woman. She's so pretty. And I think she'll look even pretty if she did have a little weight on her. Like but you can't tell anybody how they look. You know what I'm saying? They have to feel that for themselves. But when the lady goes over, have you had any types of symptoms or anything? And she was like, she has a slow heart rate and she has tingling in her fingers and she feels dizzy sometimes. And I'm like, girl, you are knocking on heaven's door. Like, that is not healthy at all. So the lady tells her, in order to get treatment, you got to go to the doctor and get some EKGs and tests and all that done. And so at this point, Jackie is like scared now. She's like, you think that like something could be wrong? She's like, it could be, like, you could be at risk for like a heart attack, stroke, anything. And so she was like, oh, I'm scared now. You wasn't scared, bitch, when your ass was dizzy and you got numbness in your fingers and shit. Girl, I really hope that she is able to get, help and treatment and go to therapy and really deal with her issues when it comes to food, because I would hate for anything to happen to her or for her children to pick up these, horrible traits. And I really like Jackie, and I think she's a really incredible woman. And like I said, she's so pretty, and I just want her to feel better about herself, because I just don't be understanding that about people. Because, I know I'm not no 10 or whatever, but I'm so confident in myself. I show you guys that in my pictures. I show my surgery scars. I don't give a damn. Like, y'all gonna get this body. Y'all gonna get these dark circles. Y'all gonna get them all, because this is me, and all I got is me. And all we got is, from what we know of, one shot on earth. So why live it being in shame or not being confident about yourself? Like, you gotta just own it. Own it. And so it really frustrates me when I see other women that down talk themselves, or even men, or just people in general. I hate that. I hate negativity, but hopefully she gets it together. So the Katana family meet up for dinner, and the daughter or whatever once again brings up the fact that she don't want Frank to have any women over to the house. And so Dolores agrees with it, because if her daughter say that's Bible, she got to do what her child say. The fuck? Okay. So Frank arrives, and they tell him that he can't have no company over when it comes to women and no sex. And he was like, I think y'all need to understand that I'm still your father at the end of the damn day. And how you gonna tell me I can't have somebody over when you have your boyfriend over, and then Frank Jr. has his girlfriends over? And so, like, huh? And so the daughter tells, well, that's different. Bitch, how the fuck is that different? And like he said, I mean, if your nigga ain't satisfying you, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I was so happy that Frank went in on her old lame ass. Like, I'm like, girl, go sit somewhere down and go get a makeup brush with your homely looking ass. I'm trying to police your daddy, Peter Weeder. Leave that man alone, girl. So Dolores finally tells the kids that her and David broke up, and they really take it bad, because they really liked David. um and they asked how would she feel if they continued on having a relationship with him, and she was like, y'all can go ahead and, of course, continue to have a relationship with him, because y'all obviously grew close, and he's grown close to our family. Like, I would never try to tell you all not to be around him, which is really good. But she also finally admits that he spent more time with Frank and the kids than he ever did with her. I think that her and David were meant to just be good Judies and be good friends. Cause like I said, he looked like Voldemort. So girl, you was just wasting time anyway. Jennifer tells Bill that Dolores hasn't been a really good friend to her, and how everything went down at the party. Then we see Dolores telling Frank all the stuff that happened at the party and everything that happened with Jackie, and that Jackie said at Teresa's, party, that no, I'm sorry, Dolores told Frank that at Teresa's party, they all were saying how they felt bad for Bill, but that Jackie said that she didn't feel bad for him because he shouldn't have stuck his dick in somebody else. And I was like, okay. Like, what's the big scandal about her saying she don't give a fuck about him? Why should she give a fuck about him? He the one that did his wife wrong while she was fucking pregnant. So what sympathy should I have for him? But first of all, that ain't even what the girl said. So actually, the producers run the tape back, and we hear the actual audio where Jackie said, I feel bad. I feel worse for Jen than I do for Bill. Don't cheat on your wife then. How about you don't stick your dick in someone else? Once again, I don't see anything wrong with what the hell she said. She she was nice for even saying she felt bad and that she felt worse for Jen than she did for Bill. Like, she actually said like she actually gave a fuck. And how about you don't stick your dick in somebody else? I don't really understand what the big whoop about that is. I feel like Dolores was just trying to figure out a way to get back at Jackie for basically calling her out. Um, I feel like in Dolores's case, yes, I would feel bad for my friend that she got cheated on, and I would sympathize with her, and I would feel bad for her. But at the same token, I would also tell her you have been a train wreck when it came to Margaret and how you crucified her for something that you yourself went through. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you were putting your feelings onto her, but you were wrong for the way you cheated that lady. Yeah, what she did was wrong and what she was fucked up, but that ain't got nothing to do with you for you to go in on her like that. So she should have, just kept 100 with her. Like, of course I'm gonna be here for you, be a shoulder to lean on or whatever, but she was wrong the way you handled that situation. That's how I would have handled it. But I like I said, I feel like Dolores is just trying to be messy and get back at Jackie, and it just honestly to me made her look stupid and childish. So Marge, Joe, Jackie, and Evan all ride down to the shore together, and Evan brings up Louie and asks he coming, and he was saying that Louie and Bill are good additions to, the cast or whatever. I think he said Bill. Louie and somebody, I don't remember. Oh no, Louie and Tiki. Louie and Tiki. So Marge was like, I don't really know. I'm not sure about him. She brings up that whole video scandal and everything. There really wasn't no scandal to me. And said that, it was weird and it seemed like he got some shit that, comes along with him. And Jackie agrees. Then Joe brings up that, no, I'm sorry. One of them brought up that people on social media have been saying that Louis family don't even like him, don't fuck with him. I mean, at this point, Teresa is a grown girl. She is a grown cookie. That lady is almost 50 years old. She know what the hell she doing. If she want to get involved with this man and fall in love and get married without a prenup and this, that, and the third, let that lady make a fool out of herself again. That ain't none of y'all business and that ain't none of y'all damn place. The video wasn't weird to me. Even if this motherfucker want to run through the woods naked with polar bears, I don't give a fuck. That's that man life. Okay? So I felt like they was reaching with this whole Louis thing, and I really don't like that because it's making me side with Teresa, and I don't even like Teresa on this show. But in this case, Teresa is actually right. Like, why are y'all going in on him so bad when he has not done anything to nobody? But on the same token, Teresa, this is what you get because you always fucking with other people and they marriages and they lives. So now you getting it back. How about leave other people the fuck alone? So Teresa stays with Jennifer and Bill at their shore house. Jennifer catches her up on everything that happened at Jackie's party and how she feels that Dolores ain't really been, a good friend to her and ain't really been, supportive of everything. And Teresa is shocked by this. So at this point, she was like, let's just have the barbecue here at your house. Everybody goes to the beach, and Dolores asks Jennifer how she is, and she was like, you got a little upset, but that's normal. And Jennifer took it like, oh, now you give a fuck about my feelings, and now you feel like it's okay for me to feel some type of way that my husband cheated on me and the whole world knows. So she was like, oh, thanks, Dolores, like, thanks for giving me the okay to feel something. Ah. But I'm like, girl, you act like that Bill just got caught cheating yesterday. Girl, this shit happened like 10 years ago. Shut the hell up. So Teresa tells the girls that she and Louie are staying at Jennifer's house, and everybody was kind of like, on all them kids, why would y'all want to be there? But okay, you like it, I love it. Ain't nobody gonna argue with you. So the girls and the guys all talk about Louis possibly being shady, and it's like he treats Teresa good. She's happy, but it's just something about him that they just really ain't put their finger on quite yet. Now, this is the guys all together talking and the girls all together talking. So I don't want Teresa to get at this damn reunion act like it was just Melissa and fucking Joe when it was everybody. Jesus Christ. So Jennifer, Teresa, and Dolores all talk together, and Dolores tells them that she broke up with David. Teresa's like, "Why didn't you call me?" And she was like, "I'm really heartbroken. I'm really going through it." And she also reveals that they broke up on the day of Jackie's party. Now, I don't know if I believe that. I think it might have happened a day or two before. But anywho, she claims she's so brokenhearted about it. But I'm like, girl, how you brokenhearted over some shit? That nigga, y'all didn't never even spend time with each other. What in the fuck are you brokenhearted about? Being alone like you already were? Like, what? You was in a relationship by yourself, ma'am. So Jennifer gets now why Dolores basically was on 100 that day. She was like, oh, because you was going through it. Okay. So then Dolores decides to drop her bomb about Jackie and what Jackie said to Teresa and Jennifer. And Dolores says, and I quote, that Jackie said, I don't care. He shouldn't have stuck his dick in somebody else. That ain't what that girl said. The way she told it to Jennifer made it seem like Jackie was on some, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't give a fuck about him cheating on her. That's what they get. That's what he get for sticking his dick from somebody else. I don't care. And that's not even how the conversation went down. And I don't like the way Dolores presented the shit because you being messy and you lying. You're lying because that ain't even what that damn girl said. And if you want to be mad at Jackie, be mad at Jackie. But don't be sitting up here putting words in her mouth and lying and taking the shit back to start beef now between Jennifer and Jackie. Because that shit is inevitable. Them hoes ain't gonna stay friends long anyway. It's too much mess there between them. But I don't like the way Dolores is handling this. Dolores don't like to get called out on her shit because Dolores does like to toe the line and play the fence. I don't like the way Dolores handling this whole situation, and I don't like the fact that she capping in line on that girl. So that's fucked up on Dolores' part, and I don't like it, Bernie. I don't fucking like it. Of course, Jennifer believes everything that Dolores said because like I said, that truce between Jennifer and Jackie ain't gonna last not long anyway. So everybody asking where Louie at. And I'm like, why do y'all give a fuck about Louie and where the fuck is he at? Is Louie fucking y'all? Is Louie paying y'all goddamn bills? Why the fuck do y'all care? I don't give a fuck about nobody else's nigga and where the fuck he at. Why do you grown motherfuckers with mortgages give a fuck about where Louie is? So then we see Louie call Teresa and he tells her that he's minutes away, but then he also says, I just want to get out of here. And she was like, hold up, I'm mic'd up. So I guess at this point, she takes off her microphone or whatever and has a private conversation with him. So next thing we see is Melissa at their shore house, and she goes outside and tells everybody that Teresa texted her and said that she needs to have Louie back and she don't want nobody talking about the situation. And I'm like, first of all, I felt like this is why they family dynamic be fucked up because they all do fucked up shit to each other. Melissa shouldn't have took her hot ass out there and exposed the conversation to the whole entire group. Now I can see her telling Joe, her husband, but why did you go out there and tell the whole group embarrassing your sister-in-law? Second of all, Teresa once again always wants somebody to have her back, always wants somebody to protect her and her bullshit, but she don't protect nobody else at all. At all. At all. And I can guarantee that if the roles were reversed and it was Melissa telling Teresa to have my back and don't bring up this, that, and the third, she would have told the whole group as well because they both are fucking messy as hell. So the one of the producers then comes inside and talks to Teresa and tells Teresa that Louie is mad. He's sitting in the parking lot and she felt like basically that Louie feels like everybody talking about him and they are, and he basically don't want to don't want to deal with the shit. So Teresa was like, he didn't sign up for this, he doesn't deserve this, I don't want to discuss this, they want to sabotage us, I'm leaving, go fuck yourself, I'm serious. And she hopping her rose gold Range Rover and skeet the skirt off. But my thing is, he did sign up for this when he signed the waiver to be on the show. So he did sign up for this, because if he didn't want to be in the spotlight, he would have never signed up to be on the show. How about that? He knew once he started dating you that things from his past would come out. That's what happens when you date a celebrity. Um, why not just address it and get it over with? Okay, I went to this men's camp for helping us with our emotions and feelings. This is what happened. This is what we did. Not a big deal to me. If it's a big deal to you, I don't really give a fuck. It ain't harming nobody. I ain't molested or killed nobody. So why the fuck do you care? I don't really know. If she like it, I love it. The rest of you motherfuckers can honestly suck a dick. Let's have a drink. And leave it the fuck alone. Cause after that, can't nobody say shit. What are they gonna, if people continue to talk after that, they'll be looking stupid. So just address it and leave it the fuck alone. Y'all making the situation worse than what the fuck it is. So the whole thing is just dumb and messy. And Teresa, once again, caping for niggas and doing all this extra shit, protecting men at all goddamn costs. And it's great to protect your man, girl. Do that. Go right ahead. But Teresa take that shit too far. You're gonna end up back in the same goddamn position that your ass was in with Joe, protecting his ass and keeping his secrets and letting him make a fool out of your ass. You should have never just brought this man on this show in the first place, because you know the viewers and your castmates do want to see you fall, because you're a bitch and you fuck with other people so damn much that don't nobody want nothing good to ever happen to your ass. So it's karma, it's retribution coming back in full effect. So that's my review on the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Overall, I give tonight's episode a B plus. It was cute for what it was. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode down below in the description box. I have some Love and Marriage Huntsville videos coming for you guys this week. I got some exclusive tea for you guys. I also have a new Where Are They Now video that is debuting tomorrow. It will be on one of the characters from the Mighty Ducks movie franchise. So make sure you guys tune in for that. What else I got coming this week? I got a new episode of Spill the Tea and Behind the Scenes Tea this week. My Euphoria review is up, as well as a Black Ink Crew review as well. Love you guys. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.